Hang on, I need to actually write down my thing. Did you steal my pen?
No, it's just here.
Oh, here.
Need that back so I can draw. Alright, welcome back to the Better Down Back podcast, powered by MyPlace. And we've got an exciting guest this week. He's a common X Factor specialist.
Yes.
It's Michael Frederick, Freddy, the backflip, whatever you want to be calling him. It's Freddy. How you feeling, mate? You're in the hot seat.
Not too bad. I wouldn't say nervous, but I'm actually excited.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah,
You were very cool, calm and collected when we got in here today. Have you listened to any of the podcasts?
I've listened to maybe 4. I just listened to Moose's yesterday, but I like it. It's good. And Nev's one and Jager's one, I reckon.
Yes. 4 would be the record.
Yeah.
No other player probably has listened to more than 4.
Well, while he's at that, we were about to ask, what were the rate and review of Moose last week? What was the best part? So you'd be able to brush us up on this, Rick.
He clearly loves his hair.
Yeah.
Is what I got from his podcast. But best part. Just him talking about what comes with being a captain, and it was interesting insight to all that. So living in his head for a little bit.
Yep.
It's got to be his voice. Surely. His voice. It was so lovely to listen to.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. I think I'm with you guys though. Like Jager's one was pretty. He's nice to listen to.
Yep.
Him and John, they both need to just do audiobooks or something because it was amazing.
Yeah, no, they're very soothing.
Yeah.
It's good to listen to.
We're a bit erratic over here, George.
We just dish out headaches for free.
But no, the feedback's been awesome about the pod though. Really good that there's been heaps of positive feedback still coming through, which is good. I'm actually a bit dirty about the views though.
Why?
Have gone down.
Yeah.
Each week I was just popped onto the YouTube to have a look. It was like 3.3 thousand views compared to before it was 7. Brett, didn't want to put that in here to talk about.
You got to win a bit more.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it that we've been losing?
Yeah, it's probably on us, I reckon.
But still, like we don't really talk about the game too much. It's still about our guest.
Yeah. Well, we brush over the losses pretty quick, don't we?
Anyways, we need our supporters to just be with us the whole way through. Would be nice.
Post-game reviews were like that. Unfortunately not.
But anyways, we'll move on from that. Hopefully they can get over it. But AFLW starts this week. Sorry, I had to bring that up.
Yep.
Can't bloody wait. Sorry, not this week, next week.
Yeah. And you're
which is really
undefeated at the
exciting.
moment.
Undefeated, I know. We've had 2 pre-season games, one against the Eagles and one against Collingwood on the weekend. So the girls are absolutely flying. Very pumped for that. And then I don't even know how to segue into the next part, to be honest, because I've got a thing on my desk that's very random, and then also Jordan's veggie patch and car update. So
I can give you a car update.
yeah, okay. Freddie, do you know about Jordan's car?
I do know about Geordie's car.
Received the beast back yesterday.
Yes.
Yep. But
Oh, no.
I don't want to say too much. All I'm going to say is the chapter's not finished in this book.
Gee
Sorry,
whiz.
the book's not finished. There's a few chapters left in this. So let your imagination take that where you want to go.
How did it get, I was going to say injured.
How to get injured.
Why did the car get injured?
Did a hammy. Yeah. No, it got rear-ended.
Yeah,
When
okay.
Paige was driving it, remember?
Yes.
And this was months and months ago.
We'll move on from that because
It's
this
going to
one...
be an ongoing story, this.
Okay. We'll move on from that though because this one is still about you. I don't know, do we want to go through both here?
They're separate.
All right, so I have got a bunch of chomps on my desk for Jord here, and it says, Clark, chomps for boots.
Yep.
Have you handed your boots over yet? What's the go with this? We've got the bag.
Yep. Well, 2 things. We've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, damn. That
And
sucks.
the second thing, they're sitting in about row 511
Yeah, I was
there,
gonna-
so it's going to be pretty hard to hand the boots over the fence.
This
to
is
that point.
nosebleed. Well, they're going to have to come down. Looks like a family. Don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's actually a letter.
Oh, okay.
To Emma and Jordan. Loving the pod, guys. Jordan, congrats on the 100 games and love the after goal celebrations this season. Jordan, we just thought we would send in some chocolates so you can choose your favourite as you seem a bit confused.
Beautiful.
Chomp, Mars Bar, or Milky Bar? Emma, all the best with the upcoming AFLW season. From Nicole, a 29-year member. We love that.
Thanks, Nicole. I think I'll get through that whole bag.
Yeah.
I'll let you know the order.
Perfect. No, love it. And also in latest news, we do have a shout out. The upstairs social basketball team called the Anchormen won their Monday night social basketball grand final this week. Fob, Bailey, Travis, Jared, Marcus, Matt and Jamie. Well done, boys.
Well done, lads. Well done.
Were they walking through? I feel like they're walking through. They wear like your like training tops. Is that what they wear? The singlets. That's brilliant. But also, who wants to play on a Monday night?
Maybe that's how they won. Pick the low fruit. Pick the low fruit.
Brilliant.
Won't play Saturdays or Sundays. That's when all the good people play. We'll play Monday.
Freddie, do you used to play the old Monday night basketball?
Nah, not socially. Probably just at my mate's house in the backyard.
Yeah, nice. Anyways, we'll move forward into our first segment.
Yep, anchors in action.
Hey, put on your Superman coats, boy. It's Wolfie time. Let's go.
So, Rick, I'm sure you're across it. It's the unsung hero of the club, someone who, doesn't get enough recognition and that sort of thing. But, Em, you've got yours written down here, so I'll let you take it away.
Yep. So we had one of our pre-season games on the weekend, obviously. Just shout out to all the AFLW staff that were there. It was thunderstorming. We did have to go inside because of lightning, so they're all amazing, all our support staff. And then just a little extra shout out for Belly, who was our runner on Saturday. Peter Bell, you bloody ripper.
Rick?
Mine, I want to say, I reckon Andrew Sturgis. He's come in as the new Peel forwards development coach, and I think this year he's had a big crew of lads. Sam Sturt, I think, is a pioneer for it, and they do ice baths most mornings, 6:30 on the main training days or your main kind of days that we're at the club, and there's a lot of boys that commit to that each week, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. Great, love that.
That might be the second time Sturgis has got one. Second or third time, sorry. And that means he'd be sitting second behind Paulie Salas on 15. So it's not bad.
No, I like that. I like having someone different.
So this week I'm going to go for Paulie Salas. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going for... I've just had a complete mind blank. Sorry, I know who it was. I've just lost. No. Meg, the dietitian.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. I feel like, she does a mountain of work, with providing the clubhouse with all the food and all the right things and protein and stuff after gyms, fueling the boys in the right way. Then there's no chop out because she's got to do it every single day of the week. And then on away trips, working with the hotels and the staff and then match day and that sort of thing. And she knows down to each individual player what they want game day and when they want it. So amazing job. Very
love
well
that.
done. So Meg gets mine this week.
We love that. And just speaking on that, what is your favourite post-game meal? If you could have anything.
I don't really eat after games, so...
Yeah, I hate it too.
Yeah, I'm probably I'll pick it like a couple hot chips, something like salty hot chips, but I'm not a big eater after games.
Yep.
Much the same. Probably order pizza at home when I get home, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your go-to? Pizza?
Oh, standard meat lovers, I reckon.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's our boy.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll get into it. I know we want to just
I
sort
know,
of
brushing
go around
over
this, but it's the GWS review, Rick.
Yeah.
Not obviously how we wanted to finish the game. In front at half-time, margin within a goal or two all day, both ways. And they ended up getting the wood over us by 9 points. How do you feel after the game, Rick?
He kicked 3 goals, so...
He dominates.
Still disappointing when that final siren went. It wasn't the best feeling. Knowing, much of what you're saying, Clarkey. Like, we had a good lead at one point in the game and just didn't capitalise in important times. And I think JL spoke to us about how little things become big things in high pressure games like that. So I guess the main thing is just being able to execute under pressure in games like that. But I think credit to us though, like. Last year, we went over there and we got smashed, and I think to go over there this year and match it against a team that's in really good form and, to come obviously disappointing to lose, but I think we should be proud of ourselves for the effort we put out for the 4 quarters.
Yeah, obviously I can touch on that as well. We're trying to win, obviously, and it's not going our way of late. I think we've lost by a point, 9 points and 11 points.
Like,
and
what? It's
and
just so frustrating.
it is, and it's even more heartbreaking being out there. And we are bloody trying. And and like Rick said, it's just, it's not the way you want to do it. But I as a player and with the teammates and that, I couldn't be more proud of the effort and the way we've gone about it this last month. We've certainly had a red-hot crack and hasn't fallen our way, but stick with us because it's not over. We are a red-hot crack. So,
it's been exhilarating to watch.
A few things to go our way, but I think they should and we'll be sweet.
Yeah, hopefully. It's just, I think I hate that uncertainty though, like obviously relying on other teams losing, being in that position, but I guess that's just a distraction that you guys have got to put aside because all you can do this weekend is go out there and try and beat Port.
Yeah.
But I guess messaging from JL in the review, obviously you touched on it, Freddy, but has it been the same and pretty consistent over the last few weeks in terms of your effort being there, but then just not capitalising on those crucial moments?
Yeah, for sure. And, even those couple games earlier in the season, it's, you don't want to kind of look back in the rear view, but we can take a lot away from those games and just knowing, they're great opposition and I think we should take a lot of belief and confidence from those performances against those teams that are sitting right up there because I think at our best, when we're up and going, we go all right. So I think as a group we shouldn't lose any belief or confidence. So exciting week this week.
And obviously some great individual efforts as well coming out of the weekend. Freddie, you did kick 3 goals yourself. Andy had an absolute ripper with his equal career high 41 disposals as well. Who else impressed you guys and what did you notice across the day?
I thought Nev's last little run was pretty good.
So cool.
I don't think I've ever seen him run that fast, to be honest. But that was good. But
love it.
Even just I think the way the tall forwards, even Reedy coming in and competing. I think as well as your brother, he come in and injected a bit of energy.
Yeah, cool.
It was good to see. I got around him for that after the game. It was good just to get a bit of run in the legs and have an influence like he did in those last little bits in the last quarter.
Yep. Reedy for me was definitely worth punching up, putting up there, and I thought he
definitely worth punching up to the game.
Not punching up. He's worth punching. He belt the living crap out of me, so I won't be punching him. Worth putting up there in lights. I thought the way he competed all day and gave us a strong contest around the ground. I thought he was really good.
Absolutely.
And then obviously Rick touched on it, but your brother come back in, and as a family, everything he'd been through this year, and your family as a whole, how did it feel just to see him back out there running around at AFL level?
Well, I mean, I almost had a heart attack, but it was great. No, it was so good. I think just, seeing him being able to go back out there and actually just play footy, and I feel like you watched him playing so freely as opposed to, I think, prior, especially being, I guess, a cusp player. For him, he's spoken about that confidence and just worrying about every single mistake you make because that might determine whether you're getting a spot the next week. And so I think just to be able to see him go out there without any expectation on himself, but also know that he had a role to play, and he was going to get that done because, again, it was in a crucial moment for the game for you guys, especially in that last. So I'm very proud of him. Mum and Dad didn't even come down to my game on the weekend because they had to make sure they were glued to the TV. Talk about favourites anyways. But no, it was really good. All the girls also watched your game as well. We went to the local in Freo after our game there and really got around you guys. So we were very impressed with what we saw, and obviously wish you had got over the line, but it was still amazing. Really good.
Oh, beautiful. And I suppose that's enough on that, I guess.
I suppose.
We're sick of talking about a loss, and it feels like we've done that for ages now, hasn't it?
In saying that, I'm glad that we're recording on a Tuesday this week. Usually we're recording on Thursdays as well, Freddie, and then we have to go you guys have to talk about it again then. This is good. We ring the bell after this and it's done.
Beautiful.
Yep. And then I suppose, Rick, we get into you, the most important stuff on the potty.
I suppose. I'm absolutely saying, I suppose we do this. No, we do this. We're moving into
We don't have
this.
to. We can keep brushing up on the game if you want. Well, I suppose we get into this.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, so your upbringing, it started, you were born in Adelaide. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes, born in Adelaide. You're a South Sudanese heritage. Was named Monero at birth, but prefers baptised name Michael. Tell us about that process and how that comes about.
Well, you didn't have a
You didn't have a choice, obviously, but it's obviously not common for...
Well, I think for me, Michael's just easy. But I think when I started school, I went by Michael, to be honest. But where do you want me to start from? Upbringing or just
everything
from the very start?
From when you were born.
Jeez.
17th of May,
Yep.
same day as Nathan.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess upbringing was pretty good. Marty and I being brought up together was interesting. Certainly, you were probably the same with your brothers. Few fights here and there.
Still fighting.
Marty probably had the better of me though, and probably still would. But I think I guess that just comes with the competitive nature of just being brothers. But all through I guess school and junior footy and things like that, we were always kind of close. And I reckon maybe a bit of comparison was made internally for sure for myself. But I think it was just a nice upbringing. Had a lot of good mates around, and absolutely loved playing footy when I was a kid. So yeah.
Yep.
And
You go. It's you. My question, but I can wait.
I was just going to say, obviously, you were born in Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
Were your parents born in Australia, or when did that kind of occur when they, I guess, migrated here? Like, what was the go with that? And then I suppose you did touch on your twin brother.
Yeah.
Any other siblings or any other
Yeah.
family history that we need to know about?
So mum and dad, they came to Australia in 1998.
Yep.
And Marty and I were born in 2000.
Yep.
And then my dad, I've got another half brother, so
Okay.
same dad, and he would be, I reckon, 20 now.
Yep.
So he's he lived with my dad when we were younger, and then when my dad moved to Queensland, he lived with him then.
Sure.
And then we'd go to and from here in SA and Brisbane to go see him, and so wasn't too bad though. But mum was kind of the solid one that was around most of the time, and just found a way to kind of bring up Marty and I, which was good. But
Unreal.
so
Love that.
yeah.
So you should have kept the name Monero though. That's sick.
Yeah, well, I don't even.
Well,
get,
you've still got it.
Yeah, I've still got it. I don't even. I don't even get called Michael anymore. Everyone calls me Rick, so it's a bit strange when I get.
What does your
Michael.
mum think? You've got like 10 names.
Yeah, I don't know. She doesn't call me by any of the nicknames, which is all right. But I don't mind.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you obviously touched on it, your twin brother, Marty, and he formerly played at Port.
Mm-hmm.
And did I hear that you could have signed in the next gen at Port,
Yeah, I
but
could
you
have.
chose not to?
Yeah, I
Wow.
chose not to.
Why is that? Talk us through that and why you didn't do that.
When I was younger, I reckon, from 12 to, I want to say, 18, to be honest. Marty was he was always bigger and stronger than me, and I was kind of, I'd say I lived in his shadow a bit. And he played all like state footy from like under 12s to 18s, and I didn't play any of the state rep squads or anything like that. And I kind of, I reckon in the back of my head, I was, a bit of like not enough self-confidence or anything like that. And I felt like because I was a bit smaller that I wasn't good enough. So I was just like, there's probably no reason for me to sign to and train with them in their academy. But I remember when we were in year 12, Marty, he'd go to train with them and he'd rock up to school with his Port Adelaide bag and his boots, and he was pretty much king of the school. But I thought that was pretty cool. But I reckon low-key that probably was a big driving factor for me to kind of then put my foot down and want to try, I guess, make it to the big league.
Actually crazy. Well, now the shoe's on the other foot
Yeah.
because look where you are now. But no, I guess just you touched on obviously your upbringing, but then in terms of your footy journey, obviously you mentioned your brothers, but did you both always dream of playing AFL footy? I guess where did that start? And then all the way through. I want to know from the beginning all the way through to when you were then drafted as well.
So my love for footy probably started really young, about 6 or 7, and we did Auskick and all that stuff. And I'm not too sure why we gravitated towards footy, because a lot of the guys we grew up around, we used to live around us, and across the road from our old house back home, there was a soccer oval. So there was always soccer or surprisingly cricket. And just any kind of sports that we could kind of muck around and play around with. But from then just playing footy, and then I think we had a family, he's a family friend now. We went to school with their son. His name's Bailey, and his parents used to take us to all our games.
Yeah, cool.
And they took us to our first AFL footy game, and it was I reckon Port versus Melbourne in 2008 or 9.
Yeah.
When Port were in the trenches, when they had the tarps at the Amy Stadium at the time, and couldn't really get much of a crowd. So that was my first introduction to AFL footy, and just fell in love with it, and from then onwards, just start. I think me and Marty were just kicking a footy actually at this Lightning Carnival. We weren't playing footy at the time or anything, and this guy taps us on the shoulder and reckons we should play for the school, and then started playing then, and so from 2008 to 2018, I guess, just played footy, and then all through the rep squad kind of stuff, like development squads back home and all that till 18, but not me. I was 19 when I got drafted, so didn't get to live out the full childhood dream. But ever since a kid, I've always wanted to play AFL footy. So
amazing. And then obviously you were drafted, as you mentioned, at pick 61 in the 2019 AFL draft from the Woodville West Torrens in the Sandful.
Yep.
Talk us through that day. And I suppose, had your brother already signed with Port prior as well? So how was that experience?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Marty that was the end of his first year at Port, and I probably only played the final series for Woodville. Was probably my best footy, and I think it was like the day after the grand final. I got called by the old state under 18s coach, and he rang me up and asked if I wanted to go to the state combine, which was in a month, and I would have been stupid if I said no, but I said yes and got all the stuff done, and I still remember meeting Woolsey the day before the combine, and was pretty nervous and stuff, but he come over, he met my mum, and that was pretty cool just to have a cool chat for about an hour or so, but that was that, and then I think I met with them again. Maybe it was the Monday prior to the draft on the Wednesday and the Thursday, and no promises. Pretty much he said, and just keep sticking at it, and whatever happens, happens. And then on the day I didn't watch any of it. In that morning, I broke my phone.
Stop.
I still don't know how it literally shattered and couldn't use it, and so I went to my best mate. To get one of his old phones off him to use for the day with the draft in the back
You
of my
would
mind.
not read about that. It's draft day and your phone breaks.
Yeah, so that happened, and then the day went pretty quick. I was supposed to go to my family friend's house to watch it and stuff, but I didn't go because I was like, well, I don't reckon I'm a chance anyway. So didn't want to kind of not get picked and people feel sorry or whatever. So I just didn't rock up. And then my mate's mum said she'll ring me when my name gets called out, and rang me 2 minutes later. And I was shaking, and I think JL was the next person that rang me, and it was just a bit hectic. So a bit cool though. I didn't cry or anything. I was probably just all sorts of emotions, bit rattling and whatnot. But it was cool. So.
All right. Well, there you
Cool
go.
story, isn't it?
Yes.
And then obviously from there, you debuted for Freo in round 7 of 2020 in the Derby.
Yep.
You kicked a goal on debut. I think I remember watching this when I was in the hub. Was it soccer?
No.
You running through the top of...
Yeah. Pretty clean ground ball. I don't think I'll ever take a ground ball like that again. But from the top of the goal square, nice and easy.
Were you wearing a longie?
Nah, I wore it in my second game against your mob and got
maybe that's why I was
smashed.
watching it. Yeah. I was like, he's bloody sorted. I wasn't playing. But I guess I was wrong, but I do remember watching you, and I was like, these blokes are playing.
In the Derby, debut.
Yeah.
How good?
Nah,
Were your family there watching?
No, because it was all that was COVID.
COVID,
season, so
yeah,
I
of
had
course.
No one was here.
Stop.
I remember there was like no one in the rooms. Like, it was all a bit crazy back then. I'm pretty sure that was the first game with like it was like half capacity crowd.
Oh
or
my
whatever,
God,
but
before they then cut it.
Yeah, or before they, something like that. I can't even remember, but
Far out.
Yeah, it was a bit hectic. So, no one in the rooms, but. It was good. I still remember Andy did my Guernsey prezzo and
So
all that.
good.
So, yeah, it was cool.
That's where you learnt to celebrate. No one's going to get around you, so I've got to get around myself.
Yeah, and then you finished 2022, which is, we're fast forwarding a bit here, but played 22 games, kicked 28 goals, and it was probably a breakout season for you. What was like? That's almost nearly every game that year, bar a couple.
Yeah.
Did you ever see yourself playing a year like that?
No, I not at all, to be honest. Like even my debut season, that year I just wanted to play one game and to kind of get into the team at that time, even though there was a bit of a stint between round one and the next game, to go away and kind of grind at it and then get picked and sort of I guess do my apprenticeship early and get games. It was pretty awesome, and I think I was still probably a bit in. Not shock or anything, but a bit rattling that I was still playing and things like that. It took a bit to process, I reckon. And then 2022, I just come off a big syndesmosis injury, so I didn't have too many expectations of playing or anything. I just wanted to get right and see where the season would go. And that was a pretty awesome year, your first season, and just the way we went about it was crazy, I guess, and to kind of put out the performances we did against some good teams that year was unreal. So it was cool year to be a part of. 2022.
Good. And I hope we can get the vision up for this next line, because you had a memorable impact in round 20 of 2023 in our 7-point win against Geelong at GMHBA. You kicked an unbelievable goal, and it was controversial whether it should have been a goal of the year nom. Talk us through that. And hopefully Brett can get the vision up for that as well.
It's Frederick, Stewart, Frederick from the angle. Frederick throws it on the boot. It's hanging up in the breeze. Frederick with one of the goals of the season. He's pumped about it. Fremantle come back again.
Yeah, I remember there was a bit of play up on the wing. Clarkey was actually the one that kicked it to me. I don't know how you saw me. There was someone
kicked it over your
Sorry.
head.
Score involvement.
Yeah.
Score assist.
Yeah, so I don't know how you saw me actually, but kicked it over my head and into a bit of space, which is what we like. And,
perfect.
I had nothing to go to, and I was just, bloody hell, I was running that kick to the boundary, so I didn't know what else to do, and just launched it at it, and somehow floated through. So
Amazing.
Very similar to the Gary Ablett goal from that pocket.
Oh,
draws
gosh.
some-
Get it up.
geez,
Compare the pair.
No, they're very similar. Very similar. No, it was a pretty special goal, that one.
So good.
thanks, Geordie.
And then, 2024 season, as it stands, I think you're at 77 games, 78,
Yeah, I think
77.
something like that.
With 85 goals to your name.
Yep.
Where do you think you can go to from here?
Oh, jeez.
Upward trajectory, surely.
Well, what do the
Just getting
coaches say to
started.
us? No ceiling. I guess every season you want to kind of, your goal is to get better and I think improve from the seasons before. And I think for me, it's just whether, being able to kind of expand my game a bit more and because I feel like, as anyone would each season, you probably have your up and down patches and things like that. But I guess probably a bit of a cliche, but only to kind of build and get better from this year. And I guess probably put out more of a consistent performance week to week rather than you kind of, you can go missing for a few weeks here and there and stuff like that. But just more bridging the gap between your good and bad games, I think. So, we'll see. I guess something that I know that for a fact Sonny Waltz looks at it, but your goals to games ratio, you probably want your goals a bit more than your games. So that's one thing I'll probably look at.
Yeah,
I must admit. But,
You'll start looking at that soon, mate.
Oh, I've got a long way to go there. About 80 or 90 games in front of my goals.
No, and just, I guess, how have you seen Freo's forward line evolve across the years? Obviously, this year we've got so many exciting players that are rotating through the forward line. And then just on that, who is your favourite player to play with in the forward line?
That's a very good question. I think, seeing the way we've evolved, I guess, over my time being here, like, Joshy's coming in, Jai come in,
Yep.
Both our young key forwards, and even recruiting Luke Jackson over, and having those three big boys playing games now. I think it's just awesome to see the growth of those guys. Like, Joshy from, I think, that 2022 season, he only played the 4 games.
Yep.
And seeing from then to then the 2023 season in the back end, he played a lot of good games, and then has built on from that to the whole season this year has been so good to see. And then, Nev getting injured and then playing those couple finals games and building on from that to the next year, last year, and he puts out a performance like that. And then, for him to kind of back it up again this year with JT, I think it's awesome to see where them two can take us as a forward line, especially with the way they lead and have grown in that space. So, that's been my favourite thing to see.
And more opportunities for you to crumb.
Oh, well, the way JT and Jai mark
No, they've been unbelievable.
So, but, geez, favourite teammate. Favourite forward line teammate.
I would say forward line teammate,
That's a tough one. Jai's probably up there.
Yeah.
I hang out with him a fair bit, and he's probably my favourite one, I reckon.
Has he invited you fishing yet? 'Cause he hasn't invited Jordan.
Jeez, I don't know if you can get me out on a rod at all, to be honest.
We've written talks, man, never, right?
Okay.
Just quietly, JT's going to feel pretty hard done by. You live with him for about 3 years, so he's going to feel pretty hard done by there already. That's right, he doesn't listen every week. So
he's second by not much.
Well, you might not, because George's about to stitch you up, I reckon, with stuff from JT, or there's nothing on Freddy.
He's one of these characters that's just too perfect.
Far out.
It's not
No goss at all.
Not a whole lot on Rick, no. And
I should have called your mum.
Yeah. Gee, she'd probably just talk about my childhood.
Oh, gosh. Well, there you go. Nothing.
Yeah,
that's the
he's just
first.
there's been a few people that are,
What do you got for us? Or?
Oh, yeah.
No, nothing. There's literally nil.
One thing, though, it's not goss, but pre-game pancakes with Jai.
Yeah, pre-game pancakes with Jai, Aishi as well.
Okay.
Here and there, but I've probably slowed down on the pancakes. Nev, big key forward, he can eat more than me. So
I was going to say, you slowed down because of the
the
Dexter stand? Or
just probably the size of some of the pancakes. I can't do them. I can't stomach them, so I'll just go probably a plain simple scrambled eggs or an omelette or something.
Is this only away games, though, or you do have pre-game pancakes every game?
Pre-game brekkie every game.
Every game.
Yeah, Nev. If I get a text from him saying, what are you doing, you know that he wants to go get a feed, or his girlfriend's not at home to have a feed with him. That's generally when I get a text.
So you get the call up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And what do you put on the pancakes?
Nah, so generally we'll eat out. We go to in Freo.
Amazing.
Or, it just depends, but not bad at all.
Couple of new sponsors in the poll on there.
I was
reckon.
going to say, or cut that out because we're going to have a whole of Fremantle actually popping down Sunday morning.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, actually true that. Nah, if you're listening, all rock hard. Get around the boys.
And sponsor the podcast.
They'll sign every single one of your jumpers.
Transform your home into a smart home and save money with MyPlace.
MyPlace. Aircon Smarts reduces power, costs, and transforms your house into an energy-efficient, fully connected home, controlled by a smartphone app.
The MyPlace system can integrate with smart lights to set the vibe from the bed, the couch, or wherever.
The garage, so you'll never forget to shut the roller door.
Smart curtains, automated to sunshine and heat.
And security, to see who's at the door.
MyPlace is truly affordable, comfort and control.
Get MyPlace today. Google MyPlace by Advantage Air. Next segment, I suppose. Thanks to our friends at MyPlace, Rick. Each week, our guest has to build the ultimate Freo player. And I must say, we got strength, aerial, and star power, and your name is written all over star power.
Yeah, oh my God.
So I'm actually interested to see this week who gets it. So please don't give it to yourself. And then vision. So we'll start with strength.
Strength. I want to say Brandon Walker. He's impressive in the gym on the bench press, and he's got a nice fend off on him. So
wow, I'm stoked with that because we have had Vossi
Yeah.
every single week.
Yeah,
So that's great. And
just a little pump up for Brando because he'd love it too.
Yeah.
And he's a defender. Something like that.
Aerial.
Or Lukey Jackson.
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
nice.
Yep. Star power.
I want to say.
See, it's hard when you can't say
Yeah,
yourself.
I wouldn't say it myself. I want to say Chappie.
Chappie. Star power. I like it.
Yeah.
Can you justify that
Yeah.
for us?
Just like I like the size. Like he's just the way he's built. He's a good size. He's got good hands on him. He can read the ball in the air. He's good on the ground. You can have him playing as a running high halfback, or you can have him do a job on a small forward.
Okay.
I think he's got a lot of good variety.
Yep.
I like that.
Very nice. Vision.
Yeah, as a keen watcher of the podcast, and probably like most people, I'd say Youngie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Big defender taste because we still claim Youngie.
yeah, absolutely.
Chappie walks in Youngie there.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Nice type of player, that one. And before we just go a little bit too further, I've just got a text through from JT. So oh, no, it's all good. He said nothing yet. Too good, so
Oh, no.
that's all right. It's all right, Rick. You're lucky.
Anyways, that's great. We're moving on to the best segment, getting defensive.
I don't like Fred. I've never liked Fred.
Nah, that's a lot of feedback on Twitter,
I know
so
you do.
I don't like. I'll take
It's all
that
tongue in
back.
cheek.
All right, Rick, as you know, this is a round of quickfire questions, and Jordan has started his own medal. Do you have the leaderboard there, or we just don't prepare?
Well, I
one?
just
Oh,
know who number one is.
okay.
It's 38 seconds to beat, and it's Coxie.
Okay, do you reckon you can beat it?
Oh, I'll certainly have a
If
crack.
Em doesn't choke on the first question like she robbed.
Or
Oh,
if I don't answer the first
Moose
question
last
like
week.
Moose, yeah.
All right.
all right, are you ready?
Yep.
Worst thing about having a locker next to Brandon Walker.
He leaves his shoes on my side of the locker.
Best dressed teammate.
Caleb Sarong.
Favourite board game.
Oh. Jeez. Sequence?
Death row meal.
Any Asian kind of, like Asian banquet. Yeah.
Last time you called your mum.
Yesterday.
What are you most afraid of?
Heights.
Coffee of choice.
Oat flat white.
Pre-game superstition.
Brekkie with Nev.
Best junior footy moment.
Winning under 12s grand final.
Name another team you follow in another sport.
Not team, but I follow DeMar DeRozan wherever he goes in the basketball.
Biggest name following you on Instagram.
Oh, jeez. Fifey. Yeah,
Some nice answers. It's certainly not in the top 5, I don't reckon, Rick.
that's all right.
No, I'd prefer you think about your answers
Yeah,
though.
he did have some good ones. Sequence? What's that?
Yeah, also we got to touch on Caleb being best dressed as well.
Because he got a clip last week too
Did he?
from Moose. Yeah.
Jeez. Moose just needs to up his game, I think.
No, it's you and Walks usually
Yeah.
get thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Religiously.
Well,
Moose-
I think Caleb needs a bit of recognition. He's very good.
Yeah.
No, but
He-
Moose was saying he spends so much money
Yeah.
though, so it's like he'd be absolutely filthy that he's not getting more votes for
Yeah,
that,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's great. But no, yes, sequence.
Oh, jeez. I haven't played it for a while. I think you might need to just Google it yourselves.
We need to bring all the board games back. Everyone needs to teach us how to play. What did Nev said a weird one?
Monopoly. Did he say not Monopoly? Did he?
Or no, Canascus or something. Has been
Canasta.
Canasta.
Never heard of
We've
it.
had some weird ones. We've had Sharpie throw a card game at us for a board game.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what's going on these days. And then you said death row meal, anything Asian banquet.
Like a,
You really narrowed that down, didn't you?
Specific. Banquet only.
yeah,
Got to the point there.
yeah.
What would be your favourite though? Part of the banquet. Favourite part?
Well, have you guys been to Joy Kitchen in Freo?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Like,
haven't.
like anything like
off
from
the
there.
menu.
Yeah.
Righto.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to
Do
go.
yourself a favour. Yeah.
Okay, done.
And then Fifey being the biggest name following you on Instagram.
Well, I can't think of it. Yeah, probably, to be honest.
I love it because he's our teammate, but it surely shouldn't count. It's just an easy one.
Jeez. Yeah, we'll
All right, well,
have to go deep.
Because everyone, a few, no,
Rick
not
can't
having a
help
dig
it.
at you. I'm saying
Yeah.
a few people have said Fifey, and like it's just an easy out, you know.
Who's
Fifey.
yours?
Huh?
Who's yours then?
I'd probably say Mitch Marsh.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've never even asked you that.
I don't even know if he follows me on Instagram. I follow him.
That counts. Maybe we'll change it. Biggest name you're following.
Nah, I reckon I am followed by Sean Marsh, I reckon.
Go check.
It's definitely Fifey.
It's
I will
definitely
check. While we-
Fifey.
yeah.
Perfect. No,
Alright.
well done. That was good. Move on to your favourite segment.
The McFarland medal.
Luke McFarland right on half-time. It's McFarland! And leaping McFarland!
All right, Rick, do you know what this segment's about?
Oh, unsung hero or something. I can't remember.
No. At the end of the year, we're going to dish out something we have called the McFarland Medal, which is highlighting the best defensive act from the weekend. But it could be best defensive, like player, moment, anything you want to kind of make of it. And I'll kick us off with Sturdy's rundown tackle off the back of the square on Whitfield. Amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad because Whitfield was actually my man, and yeah. So
I've
Sturdy.
stitched you up here, but Sturdy, you're amazing. Got your teammates back.
Yeah.
So it can be anything.
Walks had a pretty good chase down.
Yep.
He was pretty gassed, and got I think it was Aaron Cadman running in and made him affect the kick, and yeah, I think that was pretty
Incredible.
Good. Pretty good moment. So
Yep. Mine's Wagner, Corey.
Thank you for saying
Yeah.
Wagner, Corey.
Corey, yeah. He had a few moments actually where he went back with the fly to ground ball where he got trampled. But I thought some of his efforts to put himself on the line on the weekend were really good. So
Incredible. He's always
that was
quite
Wags for
courageous. Love it.
And then here we go. Em. This is the one we love.
Gearing up for this,
Yeah, ooh.
Rick. Honestly, you've
This is
got
the
no idea.
people's segment, Rick. So we've got a few voice memos that have come in, and off the top we've got Abby.
Hey guys, this is Abby. Love the podcast. Look forward to it every week. I have kind of two parts to my question. Firstly, who do you think is the best cook on the team? And then whose food would you avoid like the plague? Anyway, keep doing what you're doing. It's great. Thanks.
I'm going to say best is probably Caleb.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'd go with Caleb. And then avoid would have to be Luke Jackson.
Yeah. I want to say, I'll say, I've heard that Moose is a very good cook.
Yep.
That's what JT told me. And then I'm probably with you, with Lukey. I've heard that he cooks for salmon 5 times a week. So, and he says he cooks it differently just for a bit of variety. So, yeah, I think that's pretty
Does that
funny.
not sum him up?
Yeah.
I remember he put up an Instagram story.
The barbecue?
Yeah, he put up an Instagram story of his barbecue trying to be like all wholesome and, and his snags were that burnt. It's like, mate, just take your snags out of it and then take the photo. Right?
Oh no. Holly would have to be mine because she makes cakes for everyone's birthday and does like the proper piped icing and everything. So that's just incredible. Avoid. Oh, Braz, who do you reckon? It's probably you, mate. No. That's true. Oh. I don't know why, but I've just got Eastie in my head. Like I just cannot imagine Eastie cooking a meal, but her parents do have a marron farm and they cook the best marron, but I don't know if Eastie would know how to do it. Not sure. I'm going to stitch her up here. Anyways.
Very nice.
Moving on, we got the double, Alex and Amy.
G'day, Clarky and Driz. It's Alex
And Amy.
here. Loving the podcast. Was just doing a footy grid and had a player that has played in the 2010s and has played in a 100-point win. Went with Clarky for a unique selection there. 0.0% selected him. I believe he got that in last year's game against West Coast. So absolutely stoked with that. Wanted to ask who at the club has the best historical footy knowledge / would be the best at playing footy grid. Love your work, guys. Cheers.
All right, I'm trying to work that out. 2010.
I heard too many numbers.
Yeah.
so he means like from 2010 to 2019.
Yeah, he
is
does.
what he's
Yeah.
saying. Oh, okay.
But I'm saying I just heard too many numbers, then he lost me at
Yeah,
2010.
go with me. Right. Okay, interesting. Who would be the best at footy grid?
Like if you, even like trivia, like knowing. Well, Moose actually, because he's been here for so long as well, I don't know. Would you pick
You'd
Moose?
you'd have to think either him, Sonny, or maybe Fife.
Like, surely.
Yeah, but footy grid's like, it's not just one club, it's like the whole AFL
Yeah,
history.
okay.
So it can be, like,
Okay.
you know how there's some people just know everything? Like
Okay, well, who?
Banners?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, someone like that. Someone who's like just a student of the game, like just loves footy. Like,
Thank you for giving all the other names you can name a person that's
I'm
good
actually
at
gonna
grid.
go really
We
outside.
need the person.
Yeah, I'm getting there, right?
Student of the game? Student of the
I'm
game.
going to go really outside the square. Luke Ryan.
Yeah, right.
That is the most rogue answer. If I was to pick anyone that you weren't going to choose, it'd be Luke.
What do you mean? Footy brain? Bloke's unbelievable.
Yeah, but like this is like trivia. Like,
yeah, I'm backing him in.
okay,
I'll back Lukey in for sure.
that great.
Yeah. I'll say Sonny, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going with Moose.
Okay. Boring from you two. Anyway, up next we got Baz. Hopefully it's not
Driz.
Baz Linker.
G'day, Driz, Clarky, guest. Just wondering if any of you have a good, another good boss or champ or muscle story, or if you've ever used it on anyone. But yeah, love the pod. Cheers.
This is just going places, this boss. We probably shouldn't have even touched on it last week. But Rick, we spoke about Jordan in a press conference. One of their media personnel has asked him to move his hat, but followed with boss.
Yeah.
And obviously the public have frothed it. Is there anything, other stories that we know of that have occurred?
No, or just like, is he asking for like another name or something? Or
No, I feel like he's asking for another like champ story. Like, have you champed someone recently or have received another boss comment?
No, I wouldn't say I have.
No. I don't. I actually had one the other day, which I need to run past. Like, I would love to get feedback on this because someone opened the door for me, and I went, "Oh, legend, thank you." That's not cool. That's not
No,
like champ
that's not
or
pulling
mate,
the
is it?
mickey.
Yeah,
No.
That's like, "Oh, legend, thank you."
Yeah.
Like,
That's nice.
yeah.
I think I can be quite condescending when I say sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah, I
please
know
don't say
it's
that
a
around.
lot. But I feel like that's also I'm doing it to pull the mickey, and I know I'm doing that, and I feel like other people can sense that. But I think legend's fine.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Also,
Play
just
on.
quietly, if Baz isn't going to bed there, can someone get him a Red Bull? He's pretty flat. He's about to fall asleep.
Baz, we want to hear your stories, mate.
Yeah. Next, we got Leah.
Hi, Jordan and Emma. My son's been home sick the past few days. We've been binge watching The Potty. And our question is, aside from the opportunity to play a sport you love, what's the best thing about being a professional athlete?
Great question.
I'd have to say probably like the underrated part of it is the amount of time you get off.
Yeah, okay.
Like
No,
off
yeah.
season, it's a lot
Yeah.
of time off. Even in season, like you're at the club, like, and it's you do like put yourselves out there in kind of all the popular like world and cop it. But, like you come in from like a 9 a.m.
No,
you
yeah,
finish at midday.
Yeah, like
you get the whole
today.
afternoon off, like
Yeah.
today, yeah, and then tomorrow's a day off, like.
Yeah.
into
Just
main
clarify,
training.
this is the men's program.
Yes,
Talk about it,
yes. Okay, Em. Got the knives out. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, no.
Yeah, that for me is probably the time
No, I
off
love
you
that.
get.
And even like what you're saying is like over summer as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you finish the season,
Yep.
you do have a few months, or you can actually plan like a good, decent holiday in
Yep.
that time as well.
Yep.
Yep, love it.
Not bad. I was actually saying to Nev yesterday that like you literally most days you come in, you with your best mates and
Literally.
like, talk smack all day, get coffees and whatnot. Like it's not that bad, is it?
Nah.
Yeah. So just like the whole thing within itself, really probably boring answer, but
No.
probably plane rides though. Clarkie's good for a story or 10. He always gets a laugh out of a few boys, so I'd say that's probably my favourite thing.
I hate the plane.
Oh, I think I would have to say, obviously, love my teammates, and Rick's right. You're getting paid to play sport, but with your best mates, which I just think is incredible. And especially, I guess, as a woman, I have to pinch myself that females are now getting paid to do that. I think that's incredible. But also the platform that it provides you to then talk about issues going on in society, to promote certain causes. I think that is so special. Like, you know, we talk about the bravery awards we have here for sick kids, the Starlight game. We have our Pride round in W. Like, I just think it's so amazing how it enables you to touch on those societal issues, but yeah, provide a voice for people that probably aren't heard as well.
Yes.
Start crying.
Great.
Got emotional.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And then last but not least, we got Brady.
Hey guys, Brady here. Love the pod. Who are the doppelgangers you've got down the club? I reckon Clarkey looks a little bit like Casey Affleck. Thank you.
I just love that.
I don't even know who that is.
No, but I'm just saying, Jordan gets stitched up every week, Rick. Like, people are bringing up Jordan's haircut, like his fantasy points. He just gets rolled.
Casey should be flattered with that compliment.
That looks nothing like you.
Yeah, I'm probably a bit sexier.
Clarkey doesn't do the
I've never
facial
even...
hair like
Who is that guy? What does he do? Don't know. I don't
That's
know.
Random. Do you look like your brother?
No, he's got. Oh, I'm jealous. He can grow a big full beard, and I can't. I've just got that.
So you just keep that.
Yeah.
You still look cool, Rick. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate.
Doppelgangers, but I actually at the club, I've like got a few.
Oh no!
Like,
Yeah, just
that look
random.
similar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go like Jack Deline and Hayden Young.
Yeah.
They tie their hair up the same long
Yep.
blonde hair.
Yep.
And then Corey Wagner and Ethan Stanley, like, because they got blonde hair and like the locks as well, and the bright boots at times. So when it flashes past you,
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Sometimes don't know who it is.
Yep.
Like, so there's been a few like that.
Geez, hard to top that. Yeah, not sure. Last year, not comparing Walks to a player, but the boys were saying that he looks like when he was growing that chin strap.
Yeah.
And they reckon he looked like Craig David.
Oh, that's good.
We need to get that one up side by.
I'd say Will Smith though, with the goatee and that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Prime Will Smith, he's probably looking like him as well. When he's got his shirt off, big walks and.
We've got Hayley Miller and Talia Mulder, both inside mids, both blonde hair, and they do a bun at the same time or a ponytail at the same time, and it just stitches everyone up. It's horrendous. And then Ari Hetherington is actually, the picture on my Wikipedia is Ari.
Right.
So if you look at my Wikipedia,
So you and her look the same, is that what you're saying?
well, I think that's what people are saying.
Yeah, right.
Ari's on there. It's absolutely rogue. But Brad's is like, no, we
Yeah.
don't look the same at
Braz
all.
is giving it the big red cross.
Yeah, it's like,
We'll cut that.
Brad's is like,
You
I'm
look
actually
silly.
editing that now.
We'll cut that. You look silly. It's actually funny in the footy budget. There's a question like, who would play your coach in a movie? And there's been some funny answers about JL.
What's been the most
crackers.
popular? This is what they want. The people want to hear.
There's
it's
a
just
good one. I can't remember what it was.
not Will Smith. Who's the bloke that plays Step Brothers?
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that guy.
no.
He gets that one a bit. That's so funny. And
You can't. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Probably be fine with that.
Yeah, it's just like obviously a piss take.
That's
Boys
so
like
funny.
Piss out of it. But
I've been meaning to ask you, just on piss takes. I was on the Oval the other week doing a recon sesh, and you guys had the big screen up out there for your captain's run, just like taking the mickey out of, like, someone was singing and dancing on there. What is this about? And does it occur every week? I think Sturdy was running it or something. Like, explain.
so it's a video of Sturdy in his
Yes.
one's cricket debut, and he's obviously in like year 11 or 12.
Well, when I was standing from age, I thought he was in scrubs. I was like, why the hell is he wearing scrubs? No.
Cricket uniform.
Yes.
And he's just in the middle, just like belting out this song, top of his lungs, and it's just like a cracking video. And it just gets played every week. Like, there's just an endless amount of laughs it can get.
No,
and
that's
it's
great.
not running out.
Do they add more to it though? Like, I feel like there was like a few slides on there.
Sturge does a very good job.
Gets
at it.
a bit creative with that. Some of the coaches were questioning if he spends any time with his family. 'Cause his presos are pretty good. They're pretty funny.
No, that's brilliant. I love it. I had to ask. Perfect. But anyways, this is a reminder. Leave your voice memo in the podcast notes or in the YouTube description, and then keep an eye out for the link on Instagram during the week because we want to hear from you. I wish we could play more than 5 because we love this segment, but thanks for sending them in, team.
Yes, and now to get on to the Port clash, Rick. Such an important game for us. Must win to keep our finals dream alive. Obviously dependent on a few results that are out of our control. But all we can control is winning, giving ourselves the best chance at it. And it's our member thank you round as well. So a chance for us to share how much we've loved your support this year and over the past as well. So what are you expecting this week, Rick? How are you feeling about it?
Well, because we haven't gone right into it yet, but not too bad. But I reckon as the week goes on, maybe a bit of nerves and exciting nerves. But I guess it's just another pretty cool opportunity to kind of, give it our all out there on the weekend and see how we can match it against Port and, make the most of it and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously last home game of the year, I think we should have a bloody amazing crowd at Optus on Sunday, Arvo. Will you guys be watching any of the other games this week? Like, I don't know if it was me. I don't know if I'd want to watch or not watch, but know that, the finals opportunity is determined on how other teams go.
Jeez, I reckon I'd be too stressed out.
Yeah.
Watching the games, I'm normally a footy watcher, but... Yeah,
not this week.
Probably not this week,
Drain too much energy, I reckon.
Or we'll just get down for pancake Sunday morning with the rest of Freo.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll wrap it up. Rick, how do you think you went?
Clearly not great with the timing of the quickfire questions.
He's fixated on that.
You can blame Em. She's a bit slow on the questions. So that's all right.
But, not bad. It was good. You guys are unreal. So
I think you nailed it.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. And well, that's all we've got. So thanks for listening to the Better Down Back podcast powered by MyPlace.
I suppose.